Welcome. This is If Nigeria Was a Food, where we use food to discuss Nigeria, Nigerians, and all the issues bedeviling it. And on today's episode, we'll be discussing Nigeria as akamu. Akamu is a very harmless meal, very easy to make and easy to drink, till you take a spoon of hot pap down your throat. Maybe then you understand why Buhari cannot seem to make up his mind about fuel subsidy. Fuel subsidy has been a bone in the neck of all past administrations. And in all fairness to the Buhari administration, he hasn't fared badly. That is why last year, 2021, he signed into law the Petroleum Industry Bill. Now, this bill was supposed to, among other things, remove fuel subsidy. Simple, Abi. Only it wasn't that simple. The NLC protested, Nigeria Labour Congress. They protested and said that Nigerians will suffer. That the suffering we are suffering now is too much. That if government ends up removing this fuel subsidy, we are going to suffer more. Buhari and his people thought about it. The pan became even hotter that even the Senate President and the Minister of Budget could not swallow it. So they and the President convened and kicked this hot plate of akamu further down the road. So for the next 18 months, we are not going to hear anything about fuel subsidy again. The reason is simple. Nigeria Labour Congress threatened to go on a nationwide strike. Now remember that Buhari and his people do not like strikes. Remember what happened with ELSAs? And that is by the way, we don't want to go there now. But 10 years ago, there was a protest, Occupy Nigeria. This protest started when the then administration, the Goodluck administration, removed fuel subsidy. Nigerians all over the country protested for over a week because the removal of the fuel subsidy meant that pump price went from 65 naira to 141 naira. After the protest, the government was forced to reduce the pump price from 141 naira to 97 naira. Yet 10 years later, we are still singing the same song, still drinking the same hot pap, and still kicking the plate when it burns our throat. In all fairness to the Buhari administration, when you look at the amount of money this country spends yearly on fuel subsidy, maybe you understand why this akamu cannot be taken so lightly. Every year, Nigeria spends about 4.6 trillion naira. Hey! 4.6. 1, 2, 3, 4.6 trillion naira just on fuel subsidy. Now, this is number till you compare it to the amount we spend on education. This year alone, the government budgeted less than one third of that money for education. Now we can understand why Labour is angry. Because when they remove this fuel subsidy, what it will mean is that for each liter of fuel you buy, you pay 403 naira. And now, given the current state of things, how many Nigerians can afford this? So while we wait for the water to boil, let's make up our minds on how we want our pap. Do we want it hot and scalding? Or are we going to take our time to go through this pap, to drink this pap, to go through this fuel subsidy once and for all? Till next time, I am Blessing for the Dr. Damages Show. See you. Bye-bye.